Oh, hello, bear! I'm Rex here and I'm ticked off. And today we're doing some questions. That was a very bad intro. But fuck it, I can't be bothered to redo it. Because I've been meaning to do this all day. And I keep on putting it off. Because because for some reason I always put things off until the last minute. Okay, so this is the last Q&A. Good! I'm sick of doing these goddamn Q&As. I think they're probably some of the worst videos on my channel. Including the first one. The first one especially. I hate certain things I said in the first one. So, let's go on to these questions. How many questions are there? There is about... Where there's... I've the laptop over to my corner right here, so I can read the questions because the old way I did is that I was on my iPad and I'd end recording in between each question and go back and read the question, record the thing, then come back out. In this part, I'm going to put less editing into this. So yippee! Now I'm going to start off with the most recent comments. And first question is from some stupid sketch show guy. This question is, what is my favourite dinosaur? Well, I don't know if you know by now, but I think there might be a little hint that I might have not been asked this question multiple times, and I have been asked this question multiple times. I have no clue what I'm even saying right now, but my favourite dinosaur is Giganotosaurus. Who could blame me with that majestic figure? and sorry for quality on this camera is a little bit worse than normal. I'm using a different camera because my other one's charging. This one's for outside. So yeah, my favourite dinosaur is Giganotosaurus. Yippee! You guys have already asked that question multiple times, but for some reason people are still asking it. Okay, the next question. Thank you, Sketchy, for that question. The next question is from Josh Productions 07. I remember him leaving this question on the initial Q&A 5. So now we're actually going to do it. And this question is, how did you meet Zamey Bourne? If you don't know who Zamey Bourne is, he's a YouTube friend of mine. I voice in this series that he does called Movies United. And trust me, if you just watch the episodes which I'm in, if you just watch most recent episodes, it's a very cringy idea. Trust me, I learned from experience. But if you go back to the beginning, watch those series from there to now, it's really good. Okay, how did I meet Zamey Bourne? I guess it all started with because it was 2017, I think. Transformers Last Night was trending. I was watching a lot of Transformers stuff because I'm a very big Transformers fan, and still am to this very day. And I saw this video pop up on my recommended. It had Starscream as a thumbnail, so I clicked on it. I thought it was a little bit iffy, but he mentioned at the end how he wanted voice actors, but I wasn't really that sure on it. So I went back to the first episode. We watched it all the way through, and I was like, yes, I want to be a voice actor in this. And I basically commented, hey, I want to be a voice actor. And I commented like 2 other times before he responded because he was on holiday. Anyways, I go further in depth in this story on this podcast I was on. It's about an hour long. If you ever have if you ever have an hour to spare, watch it. Okay, so thank you, Just Productions 07, for that question. I'm flying through these questions really fast right now because it's like on the older Q&As, the questions would just drag. Okay. The next question is from the Dragon Critic, aka Lee O'Brien. I'm just gonna call you Lee because I know your name is Lee. And his question is, what do you think of the end credits of The Hidden World? For The Hidden World, he's implying to How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, the best movie of 2019. Now, when I go into this question, I might spoil a few things. So, if you don't want any spoilers, because trust me, it is a fantastic movie, don't spoil it for yourselves, see it first. Because I spoiled it for myself before I went to see it, and I highly regret it. So, if you don't want spoilers, skip to this time right here. And you have 10 seconds to skip to it before I answer the question. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's probably enough time. Okay. That's my thoughts on the end credits of How to Dragon Hidden World. I guess... by that, I guess you're applying to the credits because there's no end credit scene. Just made it research, and I actually didn't sit through the credits. I always leave the I left the movie both times during the credits. I didn't stay through to watch till the end. I didn't watch the credits in their entirety, but I did find a video on the internet which was pretty much the credits, because I was looking for it for this very question. All I have to say is, the credits is pretty much just a montage of everything. I don't know what to think of it, because it's basically just a montage. I haven't watched the actual credits, because I didn't watch them in high quality, because I just found them online, and I searched for them earlier today. I couldn't find it again to refresh my memory, and I'm not going to illegally pirate it, because if you do illegally pirate it, you need to buy 4 more tickets to it, because that movie deserves all of the money it gets and more. Anyways, I think the credits are alright, because it's just a montage. But meanwhile, the song. The song is something that can make man-children cry. Trust me, I found out the hard way. Okay. The next question is from Diego Raw, and his question is, what is your favourite video that you have made? My favourite my favourite video which I have made is my second most viewed video. Hunted, a Giganotosaurus short film. I absolutely love it. I love the way it came out. It came out exactly how I wanted it. And it does what? 800 views? But that's mostly because I promoted it at the end of Believer, which was the most popular video on my channel, but now it's gone. It's unlisted now. So yeah, my favourite video is Believer. No! No! My favourite video is Hunted. This Q&A video is a mess. And I don't even get editing can fix this. Next question is from Dino Cap. Long time no see. I haven't seen him in a long time. His question is, this is quite the question. Do you want to pick up the Isla Diablo project? Hell yes! Hell yeah, I'd like to pick that up. And the next 2 questions are from the one and only OP, Prehistoric King's wife. And his first question is, how many children are in your basement? You don't need to know. And his next question is, what was the most fun / best experience you've ever had? Like, I'm talking listening to Jurassic Park theme song for the first time, levels of epicness. It could be fucking anything. I would have to say, rewatching the original How to Train Your Dragon for the first time in years for the Hidden World. I forgot how good it was, and I was completely immersed into it. I loved it. By far one of my favourite movies. It was great re-experiencing it. Next question is the next question is from the one and only Zamey Bourne, also known as Xanaban, as Nostalgia Boy calls him. And his question is, how many strands of hair do you have? Too many. I'd rather have my hair nearly completely shaved off, Theropod Riot style, because, I swear, Theropod Riot, he looks like Eleven from Stranger Things. Like if you agree with that statement. I'm such an arsehole. The next question is from Kedorosaurus. Yeah, that's one hell of a name. And this question is, what do you think of the Hasbro Jurassic World toys? Crap. The T-Rex looks like something that'd come out of my arse when I have diarrhea. Next question is from Nova Genesis. And this question is, do you have or planning to get any Kenner JP figures? No, I sadly do not have any Kenner JP figures. Meanwhile, I really want to get some. I sadly don't, because the main way you get them is on eBay, and I don't trust eBay. You can also get them on Amazon, but I'm not really that bothered. And on Amazon, they go for really outrageous prices. So yeah, I don't really plan to get any, and no, I don't have any. But if I ever have a chance to, I will. The next question is from Raptors Are Awesome. I have no comment on that. I have no comment on that name/statement. This question is, what is your favorite Dino Tuber? Well, if you're on about old Dino Tubers, I mean like every Dino Tuber to ever exist, like ones which have retired and ones which are still going, I'd have to say Korkaro 4. Is it 34 or is it 36? I think it's 34. Because Theropods Chronicles, that is still amazing. That's still my favourite dinosaur show to this very day. And as for Dino Tuber, who is still working, I'd have to say Matthew the Dinosaur King. Because he's Matthew the goddamn Dinosaur King. And speak of the devil, the next question is from the Matthew the Dinosaur King himself. That is a statement I never thought I would say. And this question is, what do you have to plan with your channel in the years to come? As in, what sort of content and videos do you plan to make? I still continue to make the dinosaur-like videos. Because I still have a few shows planned, because I have Prehistoric Planet coming out sometime this year. At least I'll try to get out sometime this year. I have filmed one episode. I've had difficulties filming the second one. And I'll be heading back to the recording place again this either this month or next month. Then after that, I have this new project which I have planned called Sunrise, which I'll probably get into at a further date. And then we have a show which I really, really passionately want to make, which is Carnivore Wars, because I love the idea, and it's basically just Transformers, but with dinosaurs. And I love the idea, and I cannot wait to do it. And as for after those, I don't really plan to do any seasons for Prehistoric Planet, and I don't plan to make a sequel to Sunrise once it's out. Meanwhile, there is possibilities for Carnivore Wars to get other seasons if it gets enough views. And next, what I think is the last question is from the Mesozoic Master, my biggest critic. And this question is, why are early subtitles on your videos so golden? I don't know. I think it's just the fact that I don't think it understands what I'm saying most of the time, cause my accent is absolutely garbage. I don't sound British. And here's a second question. What do you think the dinosaur community needs to do to become more original? As Oi said on a stream, the DI style is starting to become old. Yes, I do think the DI style is becoming old. I've been saying this for months now. Wait, no. I've been saying it for like a month or two right now. The Dinosaur Island format is getting old. It's boring. Nobody cares. Because what? It's what? Dinosaurs on an island. How many shows do we have? How many shows do we have with that same exact concept? We of course have the original Dinosaur Island. We have Dinosaur Island Revival. We have Prehistoric Island. We now have Mesozoic Isle. We have Yatkan Island. We probably have tons of other shows, which I've forgotten the name of in this very moment. And yes, people are attempting to like change the formula. Like me and Spinal Dude, both of us are now setting our shows on different planets. But I don't think Spinal Dude is going for a documentary type show like how I am. Now, the way I think the dinosaur community can become more original is by focusing on talking dinosaur shows. Cause think about it. What can you do with dinosaurs on an island? It's very, very limited if you restrict yourself to just dinosaurs on an island which they can't talk. Because with talking animals, yes, you can give them sort of like a personality, but you can't really give them a very in-depth one without explaining it all to the audience through the narrator's dialogue. But meanwhile, with talking dinosaur shows, you can do so much with talking dinosaurs. You can have character arcs. You can have things set in prehistoric times. You can have places, you can have it set in different dimensions. You can have apocalypses. You can have anything with talking dinosaur shows. And that's why, after Prehistoric Planet, I am mainly going to focus on talking dinosaur shows. Because I think the DI type only has 2 to 3 years left at best. Meanwhile, I think the talking dinosaur format has a really, really high chance to lead this community into the future. Because you can do so much more with talking dinosaurs than with just roaring big, I want to eat you, I want to eat everything, I'm an animal. You can do so much with talking dinosaurs compared to just animals. So yeah, that was underwhelming. So yeah, I think why the community can improve is by focusing on talking dinosaurs more. Because right now they're mainly just focusing on comedies like Billy the Dimension Harper and all the other camo stuff. And I've noticed that there isn't really a high quality Dinotuber talking show. I mean, there isn't really a high quality talking dinosaur show where it takes itself seriously. And that's why I tend to focus on it from the future, because it's more obscure and I think it needs way more attention. Because the talking dinosaur format is as old as the DI style one, but the talking dinosaur format has never really gotten that much attention. So yes, I think that was the last question. Just let me check through. Yep, that was every single question. So yeah, this is the end of my last Q&A. From now, Q&As are just going to be a subscriber special. As if I'll hit anytime soon, because people are subscribing like mad, or unsubscribing like mad, because what, the other day I was at 225 and now I'm at 200 and the other day I was at 1,525 and now I'm at 1,519. And in the future I do plan to update it, because I do plan to update on stuff because I have quite a lot to say about stuff like that. So anyways, that was this week's video, and thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for submitting your questions. And yeah, isn't Dom Sexy who won? Roll into victory! Ah!